I'm Yann Golanski. I work for a company called Bytemark as a software developer. I used to be a mathematician at the University of York. At the moment, I'm developing applications, mainly internal applications, and concentrating on performance. When I was in mathematics, I did an awful lot of optimization work and modeling work on micro simulations. Being a master programmer is a very subjective thing. Hope to give people ideas to how to improve themselves and how to write better code and make better programs. Because it is highly subjective, it is very tongue-in-cheek and hopefully will generate an awful lot of comments from people which hopefully will make a better talk. For me, becoming a better programmer was a slow and painful realization that it takes 10 years to be good, not 3 days. And when I started, I jumped in the deep end of large n-body simulations. And looking back at the code, which I still have, I am cringing in horror. But you learn. Things you can do differently to improve yourself is to always look back at your code and change it, make it better, go to conferences, read books, keep learning, never rest on your laurels and think that you know it all, because mostly we all have something to learn. Even people like Knuf, who wrote The Art of Programming, is still writing, it's still doing things. I believe that the only one of a few pieces of software, I'm wary of saying only one, which is completely bug-free, is Stack. Mainly because it does exactly what Knuf wanted it to do and nothing more. Every piece of software we write has bugs in, could have been better written. There's time constraint, there's monetary constraint, there's changing specs, there's an awful lot of factors which keep getting in the way of good programming. And that is mainly the problem. The optimization session was very good. It was a flying overview of a lot of optimization techniques and methods which programmers can use to make their code more efficient, whatever more efficient mean. We did look into that as well. The session was well chaired, and we looked at, it was more of a discussion rather than a presentation, which meant that a lot of people could put specific examples, specific problems they had and they were trying to solve, and get feedback from a lot of very good programmers and professionals into how to improve themselves and their code. The best piece of advice which came out of this session is that optimization is hard. It is hard work, and there are many different types of optimization, and it is again, it is a learning process, and you have to understand where the problem is, what you're trying to do, and then you can look at the many different tools and methods to solve your problem. The event as a whole, so far, since it is only the morning, was very good, because you could meet professionals in the field, people who have been programming since the dawn of computing. I did hear conversation by punch cards and get their feedback on what they're doing, why they're doing, how they're doing it, and meet people, which is and share ideas, which is the main idea of any good conference.